Welcome to Witch Yes, a podcast for casual conjurings, witches in training, and me, Chaboy the producer, who if you don't recognize, that means you didn't finish the previous episode, and we caught you. But essentially, this is part 2 to our Zodiac Signs episode. In our previous episode, I told you that it was way too long to contain in one part. This is that other part. So Alicia and Terra are going to continue the other 6 signs, and then you'll know all 12 of them. Anyways, here's that intro music, but different. Bye!
So I'm just going to get into Libras.
Let's do it. The other people in my family.
So Libras, Libras are for September 23rd to October 22nd. In mythos, they are related to Themis, a titan in Greek mythology, and she is the titan of law and order. So astrologically, Libras value harmony in all forms. They are ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty. Libra adores a life that looks good. As the master of compromise and diplomacy, Libra is adept at seeing all points of view and excels at crafting compromises and effective mediation between others. This sign has a rich inner life, yet loves other people. They're always happiest with a large group of friends and family whom they can count on. So their good traits are that they like to debate, but like not in a bad way. Virgos like to debate. They want to hurt you and can't be wrong. And Scorpios like to debate and
hurt you and can't be wrong.
They value fairness and justice above most things. On their own, most Libras will steer clear of conflict and arguments and would prefer to not create conflicts or disagreements. They're not like drama mamas like the rest of us.
Unlike the few Libras in my family, whom I love. But they are not afraid to get into an argument and provoke me. For an argument.
We're gonna name them by name tonight?
I mean, it's my mom and my brother. They'll just go for it. And it's like the craziest thing. It must be their moon sign. My mom's moon sign, check this, Scorpio.
Ooh!
I know.
I could smell it on her.
I was like, everything.
Like my whole life.
And my brother's moon sign is Virgo. So I was like, all right. I figured you two out. I'm done. I get why you're the way you are.
Fucking see you.
But they are also like
bitches.
Just people. Like they believe in justice. And even if their views are like more conservative than mine, it's always from a way that's like, I think that's fair. You did this thing. I think you fucking deserve that. Like it's very like black and white in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Some of their bad traits, though, can be that they are very indecisive and they can be extremely vain. They tend to be spoiled and a little bit sort of stuck in these delusions of justice, I think, at the same time. Like they are so into justice, but I think they're very overcome with their own idea of what is just.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Famous Libras, Cardi B, number 1. Which I love. I wish she were a Scorpio. Like in my heart of hearts, I wish Cardi B were a Scorpio.
We should look up her moon sometime.
We should look up her moon. We'll figure it out. Well, we're so creepy. I love it. I love it.
Weirdos. Witches.
Cardi B, Hugh Jackman, Marion Cotillard, Naomi Watts, Will Smith, Zephron, meaning Zac Efron, Hilary Duff, John Krasinski, Kim Kardashian, Bruno Mars, 21 Savage, which hopefully by now he'll be out of that immigration detention center, Lil Wayne, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Avril Lavigne, Donald Glover, Bruce Springsteen, Serena Williams, Julie Andrews, and Brie Larson. Tara, have you dated any Libras?
Well, at this point in time, I'm currently seeing a Libra. And stop it, guys.
Oh!
I always have a man eating my puss by my break anniversary. That is my deadline.
Oh my God, you guys heard it on the pod first.
God. Okay, so I'm seeing a Libra.
Don't let her live this down.
I can't be as salty about it like I will be with all the other ones.
That's true.
But I think honestly, we talked a little bit about how like your family knows how to pinpoint and argue with you in a way that is actually extremely awful. Like my favorite thing to do with this person is argue.
But it's not malicious.
But it doesn't feel malicious, and
Okay,
it just feels like I laugh for most of it and they laugh for most of it as well.
That's probably the healthy way to do it.
And their moon is in Leo, so
Okay.
there
you go.
Probably
basically
why I like
you just
them.
want to be dating a Leo.
I really want to date a Leo.
And this is the closest you can get to dating a Leo
because
at
they
this point.
don't like me. Why don't they like me?
They're too full of themselves. They can't see beyond their reflection.
So anyway, we're just gonna move on. Whoops. Okay, so enough about me. Please, let's not talk about me. Oh wait, can we talk about me?
I would love to talk about you.
Let's talk about us.
Let's talk about us.
How's that song go? Isn't there?
I don't fucking know. Is
I
there
feel like
a song?
let's talk about us.
I like your snaps. I don't know.
Let's talk about love because I love you. And you know why?
Why? Tell me. ¿Por qué?
Because our astrological charts are basically the same.
That's true. We're
Starting
cuties.
with the sun sign, which is... Say it.
Scorpio.
Ooh,
Ooh, you got wet hearing that,
I
didn't
know,
you?
I know. I basically orgasmed.
Ow!
I saw stars.
What's up? Oh, I can't wait.
This is Fist Pump.
I
Fist
love
Pump.
it.
October 23rd to November 22nd.
Approximately.
Oh, God. Alicia, tell me the story.
Okay, so I actually did not find a Scorpio origin story, but I read that Scorpio is associated with 3 different animals, the scorpion, the snake, and the phoenix. And Scorpio is also associated with the Greek goddess Artemis, which I never knew until I did research for this. And that, of course, as I mentioned earlier, is the name of my cat. But Artemis is said to have created the constellation Scorpius.
Fucking as above, so below.
Meow. So tell me about Scorpios. I mean, I don't know anything about them, so if you can just let me know.
Okay, so if anything else is in my fucking lane, it is this. Scorpios are passionate. They are assertive. They are determined. They are decisive. And they will research this podcast until they find out the truth.
That's us.
Scorpio is a great leader. I'm just going to fucking put this on my resume.
It sounds really good, actually.
They are always aware of the situation and also feature prominently in resourcefulness. They are directly associated with the underworld, which means you should be scared, and they are right at home in the darkest of places. But it's not about dwelling in the underworld forever. Scorpio, the scorpion, is also about transformation, and their ultimate goal is to bring all that is hidden within the darkness to light. Scorpio thrives in a world of passion, depth, questions, answers.
I liked it. She was just like punching the air when she said each one. It was really great, actually.
I just love it
I'm
so much.
enthralled.
The scorpion isn't interested in what's sitting right on the surface. They want to dig down deep to get to the real treasures that lie beneath the soil, the darkness. I'm going to say
Hades.
Hades. Satan.
Satan.
They live to experience and to express emotion. Although emotions are very important to Scorpio, they manifest them differently than any other water sign. In any case, you can be sure that a Scorpio will keep your secrets, whatever they may be. So Scorpios are resourceful, brave, passionate, stubborn, and they have such an intense relationship to loyalty that they make amazing true friends. And the intensity that they have with their partners makes them amazing lovers. This is another thing. This kind of relates to the secret thing. And I don't know if you relate with this, but I really like when a person is vulnerable with me, but I have a really hard time being vulnerable with another person.
Okay, yeah, I don't want anyone to know that I have any weaknesses because I don't.
Like, they have no problem with cutting people off. I feel like many of the Scorpios in my life will have an experience with someone, and then that experience, usually bad, will color their entire perception of that person.
That's fair.
I'm just like pulling from like my own personal experience. Like the first time someone yells at me, not confronts me about something that I've done, like yells at me, I will literally have an internal dialogue that's like, this person cannot be trusted, and all potential friendship or meaningful connection with that person is just like dead.
I feel like that about most people, though.
It's true.
I feel like it's very problematic. Like, if you look at me wrong, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're dead to me. I don't want to know anything about you.
I hope your mom hates you.
What's the weather like? Small talk forever.
Yeah. So
nothing deeper.
the bad stuff, I guess.
There's a lot of bad stuff.
No, there's not.
A
I'm
little bit.
perfect. So I guess there's some bad stuff that we have to talk about. So, it's like not a big deal. I guess Scorpios can sometimes be like a little bit,
What's the first word?
distrusting.
Who, me?
They can be a little jealous. Do you have a hard time with jealousy?
Who is she? What's her name?
So there was this thing. I'm going to reference back when I was in high school and I was just getting into astrology, who I mentioned in episode 7, this person that I knew, Brogan, used to reference this thing called the Scorpio games.
Okay.
Which is basically setting up a series of tests for people that I was interested in to see if they could pass it. It was literally
other people do this? Okay. Cool.
An emotional gauntlet.
Uh-huh.
To see if people, I don't know, like,
are worthy of my time.
I feel bad saying it out loud, but
no, it doesn't.
It's true, and I know that I play it, and there's nothing that I can do about it because it's like I cannot trust people. Mm-hmm. I'm so jealous. I can feel when other people are looking at the person I'm interested in. I'm like, well, prove it to me. Prove you like me. Prove you earn this puss.
True. Scorpios don't like to look fucking dumb.
Oh my God.
That's
I have such a complex about that.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm going to put up these fucking barriers and obstacles, and you're going to have to jump fucking hoops for me to actually trust you. Because if the moment comes and you make me look stupid, not only is going to like send the Hades fire onto you, it will also like bring turmoil onto myself for spending that much time and energy like engrossed in a person.
Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot for ever having trusted you.
Exactly.
Ugh.
And I will think about that on repeat until I die. Thus, why let it happen at all?
Trust no one.
So anyways, famous Scorpios.
Right. So,
I mean, obviously your two favorite podcast hosts are famous Scorpios. Duh. Katy Perry, Hillary Clinton, Leonardo DiCaprio, Lord, Anne Hathaway, Bill Gates, Ryan Gosling, Julia Roberts, Whoopi Goldberg, Owen Wilson, Bjork, and the ultimate manipulator herself, Kris Jenner.
Oh.
And not to mention our creative director, Mallory Porter.
It's true.
Also a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpio girls stick together.
Honestly, it's like whoever you can think of that has big dick energy, they're probably a Scorpio.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Have you ever dated a Scorpio, Alicia?
Fuck no. Absolutely not.
Listeners, learn from my mistakes. I'm not going to go into it. Let's move on.
The trials were there. He jumped the hoops, and thus he betrayed you, and he is dead.
And he made me look like an idiot. I date many Scorpios. Okay, so Sagittarius.
Sagittarius from November 22nd to December 21st, approximately. I like it because on every website it's like approximately. It's like a day or two, whatever you prescribe to. The story, the zodiacal constellation Sagittarius represents the centaur Chiron. Chiron, however, was accidentally shot and wounded by Hercules. The arrow, which had been dipped in the poison of the Hydra, inflicted great suffering on Chiron, so great, in fact, that even the talented physician could not cure himself. In agony, but as an immortal, unable to find release in death, Chiron instead offered himself as a substitute for Prometheus. The gods had punished Prometheus by giving fire to man by chaining him to a rock. Each day an eagle would devour his liver, and each night it would grow back. That story, that poor guy. Jupiter, however, had, at the request of Hercules, agreed to release Prometheus if a suitable substitute could be found. Chiron gave up his immortality and went to Tartarus in place of Prometheus, which, that's so fucking nice.
Oh
that's ridiculous.
God.
In recognition of his goodness, Jupiter placed Chiron in the stars.
What a good fucking guy.
That's really ridiculous, and that's unlike most Sagittarian men I know. That's crazy.
So can you just please tell me some good things before we get into the bad things?
So good. They're idealistic. They have a great sense of humor. They're so funny to be around. They're considered to be one of the happiest signs of the zodiac. Sagittarius does not care much where it will earn the following money. They take risks and are very optimistic. They believe that the universe will provide everything they need. The bad things.
Oh, here it comes, y'all.
Here it comes.
I'm just a hater. I'm sorry.
Ooh, yeah. Promises more than can deliver. Very impatient. Will say anything no matter how undiplomatic.
Okay, so that's just called being rude, y'all. That's just are fucking rude.
You are rude. And it's kind of like manipulation. It's a big form of manipulation. They also tend to be kind of flighty or follow the path of their own fancy. Famous, there are a lot of like really good famous Sagittarians though. So famous people who are Sagittarians include Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, Billie Eilish, Sia, Britney Spears, Jay-Z, Brad Pitt, Chrissy Teigen, Jimi Hendrix, Samuel L. Jackson, Sarah Silverman, Zoe Kravitz, Janelle Monáe, Ben Stiller, Jonah Hill, Steve Buscemi, Margaret Cho. Are we getting the hang of this? Tom Waits, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I can tell.
Which right now I'm like, Bill Nye the Science Guy, are you a player?
Why?
Why? Because I've been burnt by a Sagittarius before. Burned me.
Where?
The hoops. Not literally burned me.
Like with a lighter.
Figuratively burned
Emotionally.
me. Emotionally burned me. To fucking crisp. Yeah. No bueno.
Wait, Alicia, who have you dated that is a Sagittarius?
The worst person I've ever dated was a Sagittarius. And we didn't even officially date, although he said, I love you. I know. This is exactly what we were saying.
I'm shaking my head.
This is exactly what we were saying. So we maybe dated for a good, like, month, and then we're, like, having a breakup for, like, 6 months? Something like that. Like, it was pretty ridiculous.
I haven't stopped shaking my head, y'all.
Yeah. He's like that one person. You always like date that one person who kind of like wrecks you a little bit. I lost like 20 pounds. I couldn't eat. Like, he was the person that kind of caused like the onslaught of that. Which a lot of it were, to be fair, other issues that I hadn't like quite dealt with or quite had knowledge that they were even there to be dealt with. But he found a way to like bring them all out. And just as someone who I had trusted in the moment and then like ripped himself away, that was something that I just could not handle at that delicate age of, what was I, like 25? So have you dated a Sagittarian?
I have.
And same experience.
Yeah, it's like the ebb and flow of their emotions. They should be a fucking water sign because it's like they have like such an intense love for you.
Yeah.
And then they'll come back and retract. And then they'll come in and they'll be like, I have such an intense love for you. And then they'll come back and they'll retract. And it's like this fucking vicious cycle where I'm like, I don't believe anything and I don't know what's true and I don't know what's real. Yeah. And he'll be like, I'm sorry. I just, you hold me down, which is like, honestly, a way of projecting like their own issues onto you. Like, oh, it's your fault. You're tying me down. I need to be free, which you can't tell someone like, you don't deserve to be free. Whatever.
Wow, we're both angry and jaded. Which is so interesting, though, especially since the origin story is of Chiron being, like, such a great fucking person. Mm-hmm. How did we get hurt this bad?
I don't know. Because we're Scorpios.
Jesus Christ. It's awful.
It's because my Mercury is in Libra.
Maybe. Maybe that's it. Our moon signs don't match up. Like, it's just a fucking mess. So, little baby Charlotte, who we've mentioned before, is a Capricorn.
We love her.
We love her.
She's perfect.
And Capricorns are born between December 22nd and January 19th.
So, Capricorns, y'all know that my moon is in Capricorn. I've thought a lot about them. I've journaled. Literally, it is the most frustrating thing in the world because there are 3 different stories about where Capricorn comes from. Like, I don't understand. It's like everyone's confused.
Y'all are messy.
Y'all are messy. Witches, you messy. So, in Greek mythology, the constellation is sometimes identified as Amalthea, the goat that suckled the infant Zeus after his mother Rhea saved him from being devoured by his father Kronos. Guys, there's like a whole fucking family drama that goes into this. So Amalthea's broken horn was transformed into the cornucopia, or the horn of plenty.
Like the Thanksgiving cornucopia?
Yeah, that's what every Thanksgiving
is for Capricorn, even though it's not in that
even
time.
Though it's in my time, in my zone.
How weird.
So meanwhile, in this whole other Greek mythos, there is the sea goat Pérez, who was the father of a race of sea goats who were very intelligent, honorable creatures. They lived in the sea near the shore. They could speak and think according to Greek legend. They were favored by the gods, and Pérez is tied to Kronos, again, the god of time. Kronos created the immortal Pérez, who shares Kronos' ability to manipulate time.
What?
Fucking what?
What is happening?
Pérez has a lot of children who live near the seashore. However, when they found themselves on the dry land, they turned into normal goats. Which, like, what are you gonna fucking do when you lose your special ability to think and speak? You're just a regular goat. and you become an Aries, I guess. In an effort to prevent this, Pérez turns back time again and again. However, he eventually resigns himself to loneliness and misery, letting his little seagull babies leave him, learning he cannot control his fate, not wanting to be the only seagull. He prompts Kronos to let him die. Because he is immortal, instead, he must spend eternity in the sky as Capricorn.
Watching his little sea goats turn into goats and leave him. From the sky. He can't even yell at them. This is like every parent's nightmare when their child goes to college.
You're so far.
This is the longest story I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, so there's a third one.
Oh my God.
I know.
Tell us.
I hate it. So Capricorn is also sometimes identified as Pan, the god with a goat's head, who saved himself from the monster Typhon by giving himself a fish's tail and diving into the water. So I guess I wanted all of you guys to realize that I had done a lot of research, and these are like the three possibilities.
As we're all tired near the end of the podcast.
I know.
Choose your own adventure. Choose whichever one vibes with you, little Capricorns, and live your life. So a Capricorn's strength lies in they're responsible, disciplined, self-controlled, and good managers. Their weaknesses, they can be a little know-it-all, a little unforgiving, a little condescending, and expecting the worst. That kind of sounds very Scorpio of them.
I know. That's probably why you get along.
Yeah, I feel you, Capricorn. I feel you. Some famous Capricorns. We got John Legend, Ryan Seacrest, Denzel Washington, Bradley Cooper, Eddie Redmayne, Nicolas Cage, Kate Middleton, Kate Moss, Michelle Obama, Betty White, Zayn Malik, Jim Carrey, Rowan Atkinson, meaning Mr. Bean, Alexander Wang, and Dolly Parton. And have you ever dated a Capricorn?
Honestly, having my moon sign in Capricorn, I should have dated Capricorn by now, but I really haven't.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Where are you?
Where are you guys?
I can't find you.
Like, I feel like I've hardly met any Capricorns.
I only know one Capricorn. Well, I know two Capricorns. One is my dad.
Yeah.
Who you can't date.
No, Tammy's got her claws on him. She's a Gemini.
And then the second one I've ever known is Hannah.
Oh, yeah. Well, now I know Baby Charlotte. I haven't even fucking met this kid. I don't know Baby Charlotte. I know nothing about Baby Charlotte. Yeah.
Who
else?
I don't know anyone.
It must be like a weird time to bone, to like have a Capricorn kid.
February, Valentine's Day is Scorpio. March it would be April.
April Fool's. Ooh, that's risky. April Fool's sex and then you have a baby like 9 months later. Bummer. Yo. Or is Easter in that time, or is Easter in?
Easter's in April.
Maybe some Easter sex.
Well, maybe it's like people in April are like, I'm going to have a lot of sex because it's spring and I'm not going to know who the baby daddy is. So
I mean, why keep track? It really doesn't matter. We've been raising kids by ourselves for so long.
All right, two more,
guys. We're almost there. Super long episode. Y'all are doing great. Aquarius. So while we're recording, we're in Aquarius season. And when this comes out, we'll be in Pisces season. Aquarians are born approximately January 20th through February 18th. The myth, in Greek myth, Aquarius was Ganymede, the young boy kidnapped by Zeus. So Zeus sent his eagle, Caca, to snatch Ganymede out of the field where the boy was watching over his sheep. Ganymede.
My sheep!
They like take him and they take a sheep by accident. Oops. Ganymede would become the cupbearer for the Olympian gods. The constellation Crater is often thought to be Ganymede's cup.
Wait. Ganymede is a dude? No, wait. Aquarius is a dude?
I guess I haven't thought enough about Aquarians to even contemplate this question, so I don't know how to answer it. Did you always just assume, I guess, Ganymede was a woman?
I guess my whole life, every Aquarius I've ever known has been a woman.
Where are the men?
I don't know.
Are you guys out there?
No Capricorns.
No Capricorn.
No male Aquarians.
I don't know. I'm more stuck on Zeus kidnapped a child? From what I read, Zeus fell in love with Ganymede and then kidnapped him.
He's a baby.
He's a minor.
Someone call the police.
This is highly illegal and gross. Aquarians are known to be modern, independent, and love their freedom. It is also a sign that is known to be discoverers, inventors, adventurers, and visionaries. Positive qualities of Aquarius include a strong sense of justice, curious, affectionate personality, humanitarians, frank, and imaginative. Negative qualities of Aquarians include unpredictable, detached, tendency to go off track a little bit, and inefficiency. Some famous Aquarians are Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi, Justin Timberlake, The Weeknd, Oprah Winfrey, Khalid, Alicia Keys, Michael Jordan, Jennifer Aniston, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Alice Cooper, Gina Davis, and Pérez Hilton. Which is kind of interesting because a lot of those people on that list are humanitarians.
That's true, yeah.
Like a lot of them, despite being stupidly rich, donate a lot of their money to charities like all across the world, actually.
And creating visibility around like minority groups and people that are suffering.
Exactly. It's interesting how all of those very charitable people are in one zodiac sign.
I give to charity.
I'm too poor to give
I
to charity.
don't.
I'm a charity
I
now.
lied just now. I'm a charity.
Have you ever dated an Aquarian?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
I've never even had a crush on one, I don't think.
I don't know any. Who's an Aquarian?
My sister,
Okay.
my childhood best friend, Casey.
Okay. We like Casey. We've mentioned that in another episode. We like Casey. Casey's
We like
cool.
everyone, all witches like Casey.
Yeah.
Polly. But we like,
Polly. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Do you think Casey are these things? Do you think she's these things, these qualities, these characteristics?
I think that she has a strong sense of justice. I think she's also extremely curious and affectionate. She sees injustice in her life and my life and the lives of others. She has like a intense relationship to fairness. And something that I've noticed from Aquarians is that there's also a little bit of a stubbornness, sometimes associated to what is right, but also sometimes to something that of what I'm owed.
Okay.
And
is
like,
that like...
I don't think it's delusional in any way.
Okay, so it's owed, but like kind of deserved to be owed.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like she can see, and my sister and Olivia can all kind of see like, oh, like this is not right, and I deserve this.
Yeah.
You know? So when this episode comes out, we're going to be fucking deep in it. We're going to be deep in those emotions. We're going to be deep within that fishy stank. Pisces. Pisces.
So February 19th through March 20th. So we're getting towards spring.
I know, so...
They're also like the bearers of incoming spring.
I know, great.
That's very exciting. I cannot wait to not be walking in snow.
So in this Greek myth, the monster Typhon descends upon Mount Olympus, threatening all the gods and goddesses who flee from their home. As Typhon approaches the goddess Aphrodite and her son Eros, aka Venus, aka Cupid, the cute baby, they find themselves in need of escape. So, according to myth, Aphrodite and Eros turn into fish, and two fish that say, "Hey, them's fish. We're fish friends," approach them.
You mean gulp gulp?
What? She's... Ew. I hate every minute of this.
What fish friends say? Tell me more. Sorry to interrupt you. That was fucking rude.
Tara, I'm gonna let you
You're
finish.
in such a groove too.
Okay. Tara, I'm gonna let you finish, but do you mean gulp gulp?
Fish friends. This episode's too long. I hate it.
I'm gonna fucking pee myself. Okay. So, according to legend, Aphrodite and Eros turn into fish. And then two fish, who look at these fish and are like, "Them's fish, and they're my fish friends," approach them and then help them swim away to safety.
That's really sweet, actually.
I know, they're like, "I see you and I recognize you and we're friends together and let me help
Aw.
you."
Gulp gulp.
Idiots. So Pisces are known to be a bit of a paradox. They are seen to live in a world of their own and can be detached but spiritual at the same time. Some may be a little bit selfish and dreamy romantics, as others may be a bit more rigid and not happy with change. Some of my favorite things about Pisces are that they are compassionate, they are artistic, they are intuitive, which is something that I find very rare among people right now. Is that there are so few people that can live outside of themselves and sort of intuitively understand the world around them and kind of have that connection to the world around them. They are gentle, they are wise, they are musical. Oh, my favorite people. But sometimes Pisces can be fearful. They can be overly trusting, which is a big issue for a lot of the Pisces in my life. They can be just like a little bit
Like melancholic.
Yeah, sad, like melancholic. They have sort of this desire to escape reality. They can often be the victim and will sometimes also see themselves as a victim. They're very comfortable in the position of the victim or the martyr.
That's interesting. Some famous Pisces are Justin Bieber, Rihanna.
Idiot.
Which one? Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I was like, don't talk about Rihanna that one.
No, she's great.
Yeah, she's great. Rihanna, Camila Cabello, Becky G, Super Bowl disappointment, Adam Levine of Maroon 5, Carrie Underwood, Bad Bunny, John Bon Jovi, Daniel Craig, Javier Bardem, who, man, you guys, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but my love for Javier Bardem is a fiery fucking passion. I love him.
What do you love about him?
He's weird looking, but he's such a man.
Oh my God. She's doing
Literally,
hands right now.
Marcel hates how much I talk about him because anytime his name is mentioned, I'm like, it's like a little like micro, like orgasm, like when you sneeze.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yes, that hit me in the right place. Like, oof, so good.
He's so mad listening to this right now.
Oof, he's so angry. It's okay. Oof. Anyway, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, Ellen Page, William H. Macy, and Liza Minnelli. Have you ever dated Javier Bardem? I mean, a Pisces, obviously. That's what I meant.
I haven't, but some of the most intense friendships I've ever had have been with Pisces.
That's interesting.
Have you ever dated a Pisces?
No, I have not.
Where are you?
These 3 seasons, or like these 3 signs, are just gone. Poof.
Poof. I guess it's too hot to have sex to have a baby in the winter.
That's probably true. Yeah, I hate that. I'm like, ew, it's gross outside.
Yeah, I don't have sex in the summer. Are you kidding?
No.
Don't
it's
touch
a fucking
me.
Drought, baby. I've been living in LA too long. It's a drought.
Okay, so that's been the signs, and this has kind of been
the longest episode of our lives,
honestly.
But we are so excited we got to share this with you, and I feel like I've actually learned a lot, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. I've learned nothing because I knew all of this already because I know everything.
Wow.
About
she has no
signs.
weaknesses.
I have many. Okay, so some things that we didn't get into, but we often reference in our podcast, I guess, is elements. All of the signs have elements: fire, earth, water, and air. Just like the Avatar.
Yep.
They also have like directions: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. They also have houses. Holy shit, guys! There's so much into this.
There's like it's 12 houses. Basically, Aries starts with 1, Pisces ends with 12.
It's
12 houses.
Honestly, a nightmare. Okay, so we're excited to dig deeper into this. There's so much more. It was really a rabbit hole.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I want to give a special shout out to Tim Urban, who left us a very wonderful note and donated money to our podcast.
What? Who is this?
Exactly. He's some stranger man or woman. I don't know. You can be whoever you want, Tim, but thank you so much. Like, we really appreciate it. I didn't know we could collect money.
How did they give us money?
I guess apparently when you open Spotify or Apple Podcasts and it says at the bottom, like you read through the whole description, the whole copy I write every week that I'm sure no one actually looks at because I don't look at anyone else's copy, but it's pretty genius. I gotta, applaud myself. But at the end of it, after thanking everyone who's worked on the podcast, there's a link to a tip jar on Pinecast to which you can donate money on that I had no idea even existed. And although it'd be great if now everyone took Tim's example and donated money, of course you don't have to, but what an exciting thing to not know we had and then receive money.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
I know. Isn't
oh my
cool?
gosh, what a nice person.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tim. That's so sweet of you. He said, I enjoy the energy of your show. I am a new subscriber, but plan to listen through your series to get up to date. Keep it up.
Don't listen to the first episode. episode. It's bad.
No, it's fine. It's great. It's genius. Your money is in good hands, Tim.
Oh my gosh, Tim, this is so nice. Thank you so
Isn't that
much.
sweet? Yeah, so we just got that notification this morning. Thank you so much, Tim. That's amazing.
I'm like overcome right now a little bit.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming with us on this journey, this astrological
Oh my
journey.
God, guys.
Listen to me about my exes, Alicia's exes.
Maybe you should send us some story about your exes.
I
Do you
would
want
love
us to
that.
drag your exes? Because we would love nothing more.
Oh my God.
It's literally our eyes lit up.
I will protect all of you.
Exactly. Come here, little chicks.
My little witches.
Chip, chip, chip. Gulp, gulp.
No one deserves you.
No,
You're
one doesn't.
perfect.
You guys are perfect. You guys are amazing.
There's also some other people that we want to thank.
We would like to thank Marcel Pérez, our producer and editor, Mallory Porter, our creative director,
Love that girl.
Scorpio, and Kevin McLeod, who does our music for our intro and outro each week. And I also want to mention, just as a quick plug, that my short film, Diego on My Mind, is still on Amazon. It's free through Amazon Prime, or you can rent/buy it for less than your favorite cup of latte.
If you want to find us on Instagram, we are witchyes. If you want to email us, we are witchyespodcast@gmail.com. And rate, view, and subscribe us on Apple Pod and whatever you're listening to us on.
We love it.
We love it.
Get us in those ratings. Bye-bye.
I read all of them.
She reads all of them.
And this has been
Witch,
Yes! Thank you!
Bye.
Ah!